The Maldives is a tropical archipelago nation located in the Indian Ocean, southwest of India and Sri Lanka. The history of the Maldives dates back more than 2,500 years, and over time the country has been influenced by various cultures including Buddhist, Hindu, Islamic and European. Early history. The early history of the Maldives is unclear, but it is believed that the islands were first settled by Dravidian people from the Indian subcontinent around 300 BCE. The first written records of the Maldives date back to the 2nd century BCE, when Buddhist scriptures were written in the Divahai language. The islands were ruled by a series of Buddhist kings and remained Buddhist until the 12th century. Islamization. In the 12th century, the Maldives converted to Islam, which was introduced by Arab traders and Islamic missionaries. From this point onwards, the country was ruled by Islamic sultans and became a center for Islamic learning and culture in the Indian Ocean. Colonial era. In the 16th century, the Maldives became a protectorate of the Portuguese, who were interested in the island's strategic location for trade. The Portuguese were eventually expelled by the Maldivian Sultanate, but the islands came under the influence of other European powers over the next few centuries. The British established a protectorate over the Maldives in 1887, which lasted until the country gained independence in 1965. Independence. The Maldives gained independence from the British on July 26, 1965, and became a republic in 1968. The country has since developed its tourism industry, which has become a major source of revenue and employment for the Maldivian people. In recent years, the Maldives has faced challenges including political unrest, rising sea levels due to climate change, and economic inequality. However, the country remains a popular tourist destination and continues to attract visitors from around the world. The Maldives is a nation consisting of a group of islands located in the Indian Ocean, southwest of India and Sri Lanka. The Maldives has a rich history that dates back to ancient times. Here is a brief overview of the history of the Maldives. Ancient history. The Maldives was first settled by people of the Indus Valley Civilization around 2500 BCE. The people were seafarers and traders who traded with the civilizations of Mesopotamia, Egypt, and the Roman Empire. Buddhist era. The Maldives converted to Buddhism in the 3rd century BCE, and it became a prominent center of Buddhism in the region. The famous Buddhist monk, Faxian, visited the Maldives in the 5th century CE. Islamic era. The Maldives converted to Islam in the 12th century CE, after a visit by Islamic scholars. Islam became the dominant religion and still is to this day. Colonial era. The Maldives was under Portuguese rule from 1558 to 1573, and then under Dutch rule from 1654 to 1796. In 1887, the Maldives became a British protectorate. Independence. The Maldives gained independence from Britain in 1965 and became a republic in 1968. Modern era. In recent years, the Maldives has become a popular tourist destination known for its beautiful beaches, clear waters, and exotic marine life. The Maldives has also faced challenges such as climate change and political instability. The Maldives is a tropical island nation located in the Indian Ocean. The history of the Maldives is believed to date back over 2,500 years. Here is a brief overview of the history of the Maldives. Pre-Islamic era. The Maldives was initially settled by people from neighboring countries such as Sri Lanka and India. The islands were ruled by a series of Buddhist kings until the 12th century. Islamic era. In the 12th century, a Muslim traveler from Morocco named Abu al-Barakat Yusuf al-Barbari visited the Maldives and converted the ruling king to Islam. Since then, the Maldives has been a Muslim nation. Portuguese invasion. In 1558, the Portuguese invaded the Maldives and ruled the islands for over 15 years. During this time, the Portuguese destroyed many historical artifacts and forced the locals to convert to Christianity. Dutch occupation. In the 17th century, the Dutch briefly occupied the Maldives and established a trade agreement with the ruling sultan. British rule. In 1887, the Maldives became a British protectorate and remained so until 1965 when the Maldives gained its independence. Modern era. Since gaining independence, the Maldives has become a popular tourist destination due to its clear waters, coral reefs, and white sand beaches. The country has also faced challenges such as political unrest and rising sea levels due to climate change. Today, the Maldives is a thriving nation with a rich history and culture. The Maldives continues to attract visitors from around the world and remains a popular destination for beach lovers and divers alike. The Maldives is an island country located in the Indian Ocean, south of India and Sri Lanka. The history of the Maldives dates back more than 2,500 years, with evidence of early settlement found on some of the islands. Here is a brief overview of the history of the Maldives. Early history. The Maldives was first settled by people from India and Sri Lanka around 500 BC. The island nation has always been strategically located on the trade routes between East Asia and the Middle East, which made it an important stopping point for traders, sailors, and explorers. Buddhism. In the 3rd century BC, Buddhism was introduced to the Maldives by Buddhist missionaries from the Mauryan Empire. The country was a Buddhist kingdom for more than 1,000 years, and many Buddhist temples and artifacts still remain on the islands. Islam. In 1153 AD, the Maldives converted to Islam after the arrival of Muslim missionaries. Islam became the official religion of the country, and the Maldives became a center for Islamic learning and scholarship. Portuguese rule. In the 16th century, the Maldives was colonized by the Portuguese, who brought Christianity to the islands. The Maldives remained under Portuguese rule for about 15 years. Dutch rule. In the 17th century, the Maldives was colonized by the Dutch, who introduced Protestantism to the islands. The Dutch also used the Maldives as a base for their trade with the East Indies. British Protectorate. In 1887, the Maldives became a British protectorate, and the British ruled the country indirectly through a sultanate until independence in 1965. Independence. The Maldives became an independent nation on July 26, 1965, and has since then been a republic. Ibrahim Nasir, who was the country's prime minister at the time, became the first president of the Maldives. Recent history. Since gaining independence, the Maldives has developed rapidly, becoming a popular tourist destination known for its white sand beaches, clear waters, and luxury resorts. The country has also faced challenges such as rising sea levels due to climate change and political instability in recent years.